So I just uploaded the newest build of Revere to test flight, and I want to show you how it's been the last little while. This one was actually a pretty big one. I spent a lot of time making the app look and feel a little bit better. I'm kind of seeing the light at the end of the tunnel for when I can move everybody over from the current older version. So a lot of polish kind of stuff was what I was enjoying doing. So let me jump in here. So a few things to note. Some of the screens look different. So the notes, they were yellow before, they look different now. Some of the screens here have a different layout, different proportions of some of the icons. The little note icons like down at the bottom are a little bit smaller. Everything kind of feels a little bit more balanced. I've also added this button here to make it a little bit easier to see if you don't have any details to add. These are all small little things. Things like the reminder screen now, the dates are embedded inside this single line rather than the calendar being all there. There's also a few little animations I've been working on. So that pop-up, I'm not sure if I shared that before. And then when you select a person, I'll do that again. It kind of pops in. These are like small things, but I'm enjoying doing them. But in general, things just kind of animate a little bit nicer. So let's say, actually the reminder screen is one that's gotten the most attention. So you can see now the reminders are organized by their location or their due date. So overdue today, tomorrow, etc., all the way down to like next 30 days. My favorite thing though is that there's a little animation on the button, which you can see there. That's pretty cool. And then small little things like, let's say we beat up Hulk Hogan, or let's say we punched out Sergeant Slaughter. We're going to complete this. Gives you a few seconds, and then it just transitions smoothly. There's no like jumpiness, and that's all part of that animation stuff that I've been working on here. So again, just really nice small details, and a lot of behind the scenes things where the different components that are being built are being shared. For example, like this morning, I just changed this card from like the layout completely, and it took me maybe like 5 minutes because these components were nicely organized and separated, and so making a change was very easy. You only did it in one place. Oh yeah, and then there's like sorting now. At the top here, sorting is a big thing, and it has a lot of stuff that had to happen, just like showing these menus. Even something down to like making sure that they lay out nicely. Oh yeah, this whole people thing and these like the notes titles, the big titles, those are now like custom components. The ones that I was using before were just built into the system, and they weren't working because, for example, I couldn't put the sort button on the right of it. So I had to build like a brand new component so that I could put that sort button where I wanted it. And because of that, I also had to rebuild the search bar. And now the search bar, that's all custom. So the little icon animation in the top where the little magnifying glasses, I'll show you again. That's really nice. And then the way the cancel button comes in, that's also something that's new that I had to build myself. So starting to rebuild these custom components feels like a more advanced thing. And it's given me a lot more confidence to like play with the UI, which will be kind of the main focus once the old version of the app is kind of like put off on the side and everybody's brought onto the new one. Then the plan is to really redesign this app. Right now I'm just replicating it just to keep things simple, keep the migration simple. But eventually I have designs that are completely different, much more tactile, much more beautiful. And I'm very excited to get going on those. So anyway, these are all things that have been coming, and now the app sort of feels, I mean, this feels like a proper app to me. Like if I was building this the first time, this is actually better than the first version of Revere when I launched that originally. So as far as I'm concerned, I've kind of built an app. That's crazy to me. Anyway, that's it.